You're right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Gwen. We just bought Gwen for about £1,200. She's a 2001 Citroen Relay 2.8 short wheelbase pickup. Basically, she's on a pickup body. They put a box on it. Yeah, there's apparently only 40 left on the road. Apparently, it's the last owner in this size model. As you can see, she's quite a big girl. It's the 14-foot box on the back. I'm trying to bore you with all the figures, but yeah, she's a big girl, put it that way. And this is going to be our new home for the foreseeable future. Hopefully, get us into some more road trips and more crazy scenarios. And I will see you all out on the road, guys. And I will see you all in a bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? So, this box is in better days. So we're just going to get a bit of fiberglass over this hole here. Fill this with tape off. So, a lot of you are wondering what happened to patches. Why did I sell patches? Basically, the injectors gave out, as far as I was aware. That's big holes. Actually, need a bigger patch. Let's see. Can I push that in from the outside? 1 second, guys. Back. So, I reckon I can get away with that as a temporary fix till I get a patch, because it does needs that filling in there. So this box needs resealing altogether. Ideally I could do with a step ladder, but hey, it's just one of those fucking parcel tape. So let me find like that. I'll get scraped onto whatever's left. So a lot of you are wondering what happened with patches. Patches injectors basically gave up as far as I was concerned. By this point I just had enough. It was one problem after another. And I just had enough, basically. It wasn't the van's fault, so to say. It was more so to say the lack of maintenance from the previous people. You know, you can't expect. Do I need to go get flatheads? For fuck's sake. It's not the van's fault it didn't work. The mattress, keep everything all looking neat and professional on camera. At the end of the day, I'm not sleeping in the back of this this box just yet. It's just way too warm. And it's still pretty, as much as it's dry because of the wet weather we've had, it's still pretty much damp. Right, I'm going to grab a knife because I can't be finding it. Third time looking. I'm still not well, by the way, but we're working for the council in Mansfield at the moment. Just to get us past. Yeah, like I was saying, right. Let's start from scratch with patches. So I was driving from Inverness to Stoke, was meant to get to Worcester. Meet up a guy who was originally going to buy patches for a number of reasons, which I was like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Patches made it as far as Aviemore. It took me 4 hours to get to Aviemore because of the constant cut in and out. You know, I did film it all, but I've accidentally deleted the footage, which has really, really pissed me off. Because last week's episode was meant to be the final trip into Scotland. You know, it was meant to be called Calm Before the Storm, just as we had all that stormy weather. Then this weekend was meant to be the hour-and-a-half special of me coming from Scotland to be picking this van up, which would have introduced you to this van. Gotcha. Which would have set up for where we are today, but because I've accidentally did that, it means I can't do that, so I don't need much. So all I'm just doing is a quick fiberglass patch, a bit more than that, which will hopefully seal it in for the time being, and then I will come from the outside. Now I know where it is on the outside. I will come on the outside and I will patch it in from the outside as well and sand it all off so it's all nice and neat. But all I'm going to do here is like a little P. So I struggle talking and doing this at the same time, so I do apologise. And like I say, I'm still not 100%. There we go. Pop the lid back on there. So yeah, basically we got to Abbeymoor with patches. Then basically around Abbeymoor, it just cut out completely. I could get it going, it would just stick at 3000 RPM. But other than that, it just was not playing right, it just didn't drive right, you know. So then I called recovery at 10 o'clock that night, extremely tired. And then they read the computer for me there and then on the spot, and piston free gave up basically. That's what the thing was saying, it's low pressure, which we knew that anyway. But because at that point I've already had enough of patches. But because at that point I already had enough of patches, I was just ready just to give it all in, type of deal. There we go. So that's that holder. That's quick and simple. So yeah, basically piston free gave out by the time we got to Abbeymoor. Then we had our recovery from Abbeymoor to here, to Stoke, which was not meant to be the plan. The original plan was literally going to be, let's see if there's a hole somewhere around here. The original plan was going to be get to Worcester, sell this van for 1200 quid. Now, that didn't happen. We sold patches for £400 or £500 when we got to Stoke, just because the amount of people that let me down. It was 1200 quid all day long with the injector fault, which turned out it wasn't the injectors. The bloke who brought it for 500 quid fixed it there and then, at the side of the road, didn't tell what the fucking issue was. You know, it really pissed me off. I can't stand people like that. You know, it's alright if I'm selling the van for 400 or 500 quid, a scrap. But if you know how to fucking fix it, you fuck off. I know you guys are all like, the flip car culture, that's fair enough, but when I list a camper van for 1500 quid as a self build, injector issues, it's a 2.8, only 400 left on the road, it should just sell. But unfortunately, people in this country at the moment want everything for nothing. It's actually really not starting to annoy me. You know, at the end of the day, I don't get a lot of money living on the road. You know, we all think, oh, you might get this, you might get that. No. But this way, because I brought this van, I'm living on 20 quid for the next 2 weeks. You know? So I'm not all money. I will be once I get this van fixed and sorted. So I'm just scouring the walls for yeah, basically patches gave up on piston free. That's the end of it. Which obviously is not good for when you do what we do. So yeah, I think that's going to call it there on the fiberglassing. But once I've got you in the back here, this is how big the box is. So behind the Welsh flag, we're going to do a walkthrough there, if I can find the place that does the stuff and so forth. But this box is 14 foot long. As you can see, it's 14 foot on the inside, but it's not connected to the cab. And so if I jump back in front of the camera, I'll show you. So there's the cab, there's the box. in the middle obviously is an empty space like that. Now I can't fix the cab to the box because I've got to allow for the flex. So what I'm looking into is a bellow. If you ever seen this where they go where it's looking like that, or you see the bendy buses, I'm looking for that rubber ring. The people who produce that rubber ring, but I don't know who produces that rubber ring. So I can't do a walkthrough till I've learned who does that rubber ring basically. We are also fitting a caravan door in as well on this side. So on that side there, right at the back, on the left obviously, we're fitting in our caravan door. Yeah. That's basically it, guys. So I'm going to leave you all for the weekend now because I've talked too much. It's about 10 minutes this part, and I didn't want it to be 10 minutes or so, 5 minutes, but it's one of them. See what I can get edited down to.